So let me start all of this off by saying that I love Metroid. Can't get enough of the series. It has some of the best games that I've ever had the pleasure of playing, and I've explored every adventure in the series to date. Naturally, like most other Metroid fans, when I finally got my hands on the highly anticipated Metroid Other M, I was disappointed, to say the least. So, for 5 years, we waited for Nintendo to rectify the sin that was Other M. But we didn't end up hearing anything about Samus or her adventures until E3 of 2015. And what we got was not exactly what we had in mind. When people first saw this, they were pretty upset, myself included. After 5 years of waiting, this chibi mech Rocket League was our new Metroid game? I was among the first to cry out against this horrible betrayal and mope and whine about how mad I was. But then there was the Nintendo Treehouse event that night. That's when I started to question my response to the game. It didn't look amazing or anything, certainly not something to make up for Other M or really fulfill the Metroid hunger, but it looked good. I could easily see having fun playing the game with friends. And I'm not the only one, as my friend Brady here has come to share. Say hello to the nice people, friendo.
Hey, this is your buddy Brady, and like my pal Wayne, I really like the Metroid series. But unlike Wayne, I enjoyed Other M, gameplay-wise, and how it ties into Metroid Fusion, one of my favorite Metroid games. Though, I think the main reason that people are upset about Federation Force is that it's a Metroid game. Metroid series, like the Alien series, is an action sci-fi series that can take advantage of its setting to create a dark and spooky atmosphere to make tension. So, when a chibi version of that game series that hasn't had an entry in a long time gets a game where the main character throughout the whole franchise isn't playable, I think it's understandable why people may be against the game. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this game as well, because I've been wanting a Metroid game for so long. I'll take anything they give me. Not to say that this game will be bad. I mean, it looks like a multiplayer adventure game like Triforce Heroes with the first-person style of the Prime series. And that seems cool to me. Which reminds me, people who complained about how the gameplay don't seem to remember that the gameplay in the Metroid series has been changed before again and again. Also, to the people who complain that this is a spin-off, they don't seem to remember this has been a Metroid spin-off game before, that being Metroid Pinball. And to me, a franchise that has spin-offs shows how big that franchise is to support the spin-off. So thanks to Federation Force, we may see more Metroid games along the way. Plus, it can build onto the Metroid lore regarding the Space Pirates and the Federation. About how it looks, I mean, it looks pretty good for a 3DS game that is supposed to support online 4-player co-op multiplayer. Plus, it has a cool Metroid Prime sheen to it that I liked in the other Metroid Prime games. Also, as a public service announcement, never use change.org when you're upset about video games. It makes you look like a childish, entitled
Which leads me to the Nintendo Direct about 3 weeks ago. Nintendo showed off a trailer that explained where the game will take place in the Metroid Prime timeline, and gave some better insight on how it would play. And yet, people still hated it. Nobody was willing to give it a chance, and the comments were full of negativity and judging of the game because of its art style and gameplay changes. Which sounds pretty familiar to me, as if it's exactly what happened when the Wind Waker was announced. Now, please do not misunderstand me. I don't think this game is going to be on the same level as Wind Waker, not by a long shot. But if the cel-shaded, whimsical Zelda game taught me anything, it's that you can't judge a game by its cover.
Yeah, there are a lot of games that can't be judged on their cover alone, like these games.
And just because something isn't exactly what you wanted, doesn't mean that it can't be good in its own right. If you take anything away from this video, I'd like you to keep an open mind with this game, as well as with all games stuck in this position. Yeah, the way Nintendo revealed this game was horrible. I think starting by showing off Blast Ball was one of the dumbest mistakes they could have possibly made.
Yeah, don't mess with Rocket League.
But,
Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue.
That doesn't mean we shouldn't at least give this game a chance, and really try to have fun with it. Don't ignore the mistakes the game makes, but try to find what it does right, and you might discover that the shortcomings are pretty outweighed by the positives. Maybe this game will be good, maybe it won't. I guess we won't know until the game hits the shelves. But if it's good, let's give it the credit it deserves. And if it's bad, it's not the end of the world. Nobody ever said that this is going to be the template for all other Metroid games. This is just a little pit stop on the way to the next big story. So let's try not to judge it too harshly just yet. Hey there everyone, thanks for watching. I'd like to go ahead and give some props to Brady for coming out and joining me this episode.
Thanks for having me, Wayne.
You can see his channel, YourBuddyBrady, which there will be a link in the description, and you can even click right here if you want to go there right now. I hope you liked the video. If you have any topic suggestions or just suggestions to improve the show in general, I'm all ears. Just go ahead and throw something in the comments for me. And if you want to see any more episodes of the show as they come out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and those videos will come straight to you. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I will see you next week.